For today, we'll use a dish towel, just long enough so you can have it shoulder width distance apart, and an optional band for glute and hip work. Okay, so start lying down on your belly, on your stomach, okay, and then just make a pillow for your hands so your forehead rests on your hands, and just start with a few rounds of breath, okay? So as you inhale, I want you to think of your bra line expanding towards the ceiling. Okay, so breathe into the back of your body as you inhale. And exhale. Do 2 more, just normal breaths, no cues, just big inhales, big exhales. Do 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Okay, now this time find that lateral expansion, back body expansion. And I want you to think of pressing your pubic bone and your hip bones down into the mat. Inhale. Now as you exhale, think of pulling your ribs down towards your pubic bone. And your low belly pulls away from the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Now from here, just reach your right leg up about 1 inch and think of squeezing your right glute. So you're just activating your glute, not so much your hamstring. So lift it up. And then as you set it down, reach further behind you to set the foot down. So you're lengthening all the way out through the toes. Now do that with the left. You're gonna lift the left leg, reach, squeeze the glute, and set it back down. Okay, to the right, you're gonna lift and pause. Okay, touch your glute. You want it hard as a rock. It's activated. You're just gonna lift up 1 inch and down 1 inch with that right leg. Okay, you're trying to really lengthen from the hip all the way out through the toes, up and down. Exhale to lift, inhale, lower. You wanna think of a line drawing between your hip bones and they stay level and straight across. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Okay, now bend your right knee, reach your toes towards the ceiling, and then imagine trying to get your right heel towards your right glute and press the top of your right foot down. Okay, now from here, you're just gonna lift your right knee, the bottom of your right thigh off 1 inch, and then lower it back down. Exhale as you lift, inhale down. Okay, think of right where the glute and the hamstrings meet. Imagine you can sort of squeeze a penny there, right at the glute fold. Lift and lower. Lift and lower, right? The slower you go, the more you'll feel that activation of the glute. Still trying to connect the ribs down and together as you exhale. 4, 3, 2, I want you to lift and pause at the top. So your right knee is like 1 inch or 2 off the mat. You're just gonna lift it up 1 inch, down 1 inch, up and down. Try to pull that right heel closer towards your right glute. Keep breathing. Lengthen all the way out through the crown of your head. 3, 2, 1. Rest it down, straighten your right leg. Okay, to the left side. Anchor your right hip down. Your right hip stays still. You're extending your left hip. Lift your left leg a few inches. Make sure your glute is on. Lower it down. Okay, squeeze the glute. Lift. Lower down. Exhale, belly away from the mat. Lift. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Try to avoid rocking side to side. Try to avoid lifting the legs so high that your low back arches. You're stable through the lumbar. Just for 3, for 2. Now lift and hold. Just do little presses up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend the knee. Left toes towards the ceiling, left heel towards the glute. You're gonna lift the left knee off the mat a few inches, lower it down. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. 5, Remember squeezing that penny where the glute and the hamstrings meet. Last two. Last one. Hold at the top, little lifts up. Keep pressing the right thigh into the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, just take a breath. Big inhale and a big exhale. Okay, now keeping your hands glued to your forehead, I just want you to lift your chest, elbows wide, reach through the toes and lower down. Okay, just a little extension. Inhale as you lift. Fill the back of the body with air. As you exhale, corset the waist, lower to a hover. Lift and lower down. Lift, lower down. Just do 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. Neck in line with spine. Think of lifting the back of the head towards the ceiling. Do 1 more. And rest. Press back into a child's pose. Take a round of breath. And exhale. Okay, now come to hands and knees. Shoulders over your wrist, and then knees under your hips. Press the tops of your feet down, and then almost imagine you could spread the mat with your hands, with your palms. Okay, reach all the way out through the crown of your head and out through your tailbone, so you're in a neutral position. Okay, just cat-cow. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, round through the spine. Try to keep the space between the elbows the same as you come into this rounded position. Inhale. Exhale. You want to scoop out the abdominals. Try to activate the lowest part of the abdominal wall. Inhale. Exhale. Now meet in neutral, okay? I just want you to slightly tuck your tailbone without moving the shoulders or the upper spine. Okay, keep your gaze slightly out in front of you. Take an inhale, fill the back of your body with air. Now as you exhale, just scoop out the belly. Make it a really long exhale. Think of pulling the space between your hip bones together, and then a slight activation of the pelvic floor and the inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more inhale. And exhale, 5, 4, 3. Squeeze out all the air. Connect the abdominals and the ribs together. 2, 1. Okay, take another inhale. This time as you exhale, reach your right arm forward, your left leg back. Okay, make sure you don't arch your back. Okay, you're staying neutral and long. Right, now you're just gonna lower your right arm and your left foot down to the mat, and then exhale, lift. Inhale, down, exhale, up. Keep pressing your left hand down into the mat, flat across the shoulder blades. Keep going, neck in line with your spine. Lift and lower. Okay, lift, down. Do 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Rest. 1 round of cat-cow. Inhale, exhale, round through the spine. Come to neutral. Okay, long spine. Take an inhale, and then exhale, lift left arm, right leg out and pause. Okay, try to square off the shoulders. You're keeping the hips squared, your pubic bones shining straight down towards the mat. Okay, reach as long as you can, not as high as you can. Inhale, tap down to the floor. Exhale, up for 8. Down, up, 7. Down, knit the ribs. Exhale, up, 6. Down, up, down, up for 4. Exhale, lift, 3. Try to relax the jaw, the face, 2. Last one. And lower down, okay? Now from here, let's just press back into a downward facing dog. Bend your knees, Reach your hips towards the ceiling, nod the head up and down, side to side. Okay, now from here, you'll grab your band if you're using it, just an option. Okay, and it's gonna go up right above your knees. All right, so we're gonna do some side planks with some hip and glute work. So start on the left side. Okay, your knees are gonna be almost underneath your hips. Your left hand is a little beyond your shoulder. You're gonna reach your right arm straight up. Press your left hand down. Okay, as you exhale, I just want you to lift that right leg up. Think of a clam position and then just lower it down. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. You can do this without the band. Okay, trying to keep length in that left waist. You're stabilizing that left glute, left hip, but then you're working the rotators there of your right hip. Okay. As you exhale, think of flattening the abdominals. Your belly button reaches back through your low back. For 4, 3, 2. Okay, now lift and hold. Reach your right leg a little higher and then lower it back down. Okay, now from here, just keep your knees slightly separated. Put a little pressure out into the band. And as you exhale, you're gonna weave your right arm down underneath your left and then lift. Exhale, blow the air out. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, you're keeping the hips still. It's just the ribs twisting. 2. And 1. Okay, now come up and we'll just switch sides. Adjust the band if you need to. Right hand down. Okay, a slight angle from the hip to the knee. Right arm up. Chest is squared forward. Hips are squared forward. Press your right hand down. Exhale up. Inhale, lower the left leg down. Lift, lower. Think of your clam exercise. As you exhale, you want the front ribs to pull together, belly to pull back. Focusing on that left glute as you lift, focusing on stabilizing your right hip. Go for 4. Really use the abdominals to help keep the pelvis stable and the spine long. 2. Lift and hold. Now lower down, keep a little tension there on the band. Exhale, weave your left arm underneath the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I almost feel it more in my stabilizing hip, so my bottom hip more than the top, to keep the pelvis stable. Wringing out the waistline as you twist. 1 more. Come up and rest. Okay, you can take this band off. Okay, now from here, grab your towel. Okay, so just sort of fold it up, twist it up. Reach your arms out in front of you so you're shoulder width distance apart. Right? If there's any shoulder, chest tightness, you can walk your hands out a little wider. Okay, so kneeling, arms out in front. Okay, try to pull the towel apart and then angle your pinkies down towards the floor. Right? You're in a long spine, crown of the head up, tailbone stacked under the crown of the head. Pull the band or the towel apart, lift your arms without the shoulders coming up and without arching the back. And then just lower the arms down. Okay, just do that a few times. Pull the band, lift. You should feel it all along the back of the arms, the sides of the waist, and the mid-back. Lower down. Do that one more time, lift. Without the ribs flaring, and lower down. All right, now we'll use the breath. You're gonna inhale to lift, bicep by your ears. And then exhale, pull the ribs down and together as you lower your arms and pull the towel further apart. Inhale. Exhale. Connect this to the core. Inhale, lift. Shoulders glide down. Press the tops of the feet down. And then just slightly press your hips forward to where you feel your glutes turn on, right? So you're not just sort of sagging here. You're engaged and you're lifting up, tall spine. Okay, now I want you to take a big inhale, grow taller, and then exhale without your hips moving. You're gonna twist to the right. You should feel your left glute turn on and your right lat turn on, making an X on your back. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ring out the waist, twist. Inhale. Keep reaching your arms up and your shoulders down. Exhale. Just as much about the abdominals as it is about the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go to the right. Left glute is active. Hips squared. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the towel apart. Right glute on as you go to the left. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Come to center. Reach up again. This time it's a side bend over to the right. And I want you to hold. Shoulders away from your ears. Mid-back is broad and pull the towel apart. As you inhale, breathe into your left waist. Inhale. And stay for your exhale. Inhale. You should feel a little shaky as you exhale. Long exhale. Inhale through center, lengthen up. Go to the left. Exhale, over, pause. All right, think of pressing your right knee down into the mat a little more. Reach your right hand a little further than your left. Inhale. Close the ribs. Exhale. In. X. Come back up. Lower the arms down. Okay, roll out your shoulders. Now we'll come to lie down onto our back. Okay. Knees are bent, feet are flat. All right, let's take our hands behind your head, elbows wide, and then just take a round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. I want you to really think of engaging the lowest part of your abdominals, your TA. Exhale. It's like you're blowing up a balloon. You want to feel the low belly flatten. Keep a neutral position of the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, lift your chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Pause. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your right leg to tabletop. Make sure the pelvis doesn't roll back. Exhale, lift the left. Okay? Now from here, I want you to bring your knees towards your chest, elbows towards your knees, and then come back up, tabletop, elbows wide, knees over your hips. You're gonna exhale, close, pull the belly away from the thighs. Inhale, back to your start position. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open elbows, knees over hips. Two more. Exhale. In. X. Hold. Okay, straighten your right leg out. Lift it up. And then lower the right leg as low as you can without arching the back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Lower. Lift. Lower. Knit the ribs. Lift. One more. Lift. Pause. Bend to table. Switch. Left leg up, lower down, exhale, lift. Rest your head when you need, lower. Belly button draws down, ribs connect, left leg lifts. Lift more with the chest rather than the chin. Relax the jaw. 3, 2, last one. Hold. Empty more air out of the lungs. Bend the knees, hug the knees in, set the head. Circle out the legs, both directions. Okay, come back to tabletop, hands behind your head. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lift. Okay, now you're gonna twist to the right, reach your left leg straight up, lower the left leg down, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Keep the hips as squared as you can. 4, 3, 2, one more. Bend to table, lower down, rest the knees if you need to, and then we'll finish to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Twist to the left, right leg up, inhale, lower, hips squared, navel to spine, lift. Lengthen out through the hip as you go down, exhale up. Resist that leg lifting. Don't just sling it, move with control. 3 more. Elbows wide, face relaxed. 1 more. Bend to table, come to center, rest. Okay, reach both legs out, reach your arms back. Round a breath. Okay, now we'll use your band again if you have it. Okay, we're gonna do some bridging, wide bridges. Comes up above the knees. Okay. Have your feet wide. We're gonna work in a turnout. For any reason, you should not be working in external rotation. You can work parallel. Heels in, toes out. Some pressure on the band. Arms by your side. Reach out through the crown of your head. Start in a neutral position. Hips in line with your pubic bone. They're level, squared. Take an inhale. Exhale, press your feet down. Lift your hips up. Okay, now pause. Just a gentle press out into the band. You want just as much weight from your pinky toe to big toe as there is on the heel. So equal pressure through the feet. Lower down as you inhale just to a hover. Keep pressing out into the band. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Think of keeping the distance between the band the same so your knees aren't knocking in or out as you lift your hips. Okay, I want you to focus on the glutes. 5 more. Up, down, 4, down, exhale, knit the ribs, lift, down 2 more, down, lift and hold. From here, keeping the hips the same height, just gently press your knees out and then come back into where you started. Out and in, out and in, right? Making sure the ribs aren't arching towards your face. You still want to think of those bottom ribs gliding towards your hip points. Okay, you can work in a slight posterior tilt, a little tuck of the tailbone. You don't want any sagging in the low back. Check in with the feet, check in with the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. Gonna go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press out and pause. Lower your hips just an inch. Tuck your tailbone, lift an inch. Lower, lift. Gentle press out into the band. You should really feel this in your glutes. 5, up, 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, 1, up and just hold. Okay, from here, option to reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling, press out into the band a little more, reach through the pinky edge of your hands, and just want you to reach your arms back, don't let them touch the floor, don't let your ribs arch, and then exhale, reach your arms back up over your shoulders. Inhale, just reach your arms behind you, exhale up. Inhale, exhale, in, exhale. Do one more, reach, lift back up, lower your arms one more time. This time they can rest on the floor. Lift your hips 1 inch, reach your knees out over your toes, take an inhale, and you're gonna articulate down, bone by bone, slowly roll. Just find a little hip flexor stretch. So extend your left leg out, let's flex the foot, hands to the top of the right knee, right shin, and pull that knee in. Take a round of breath, big inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, now let's find a figure 4 stretch. Cross the right foot over the left thigh, clasp behind the left thigh. Okay, and then I like to press the right knee away from you, so make it an active stretch. Right, try not to just sort of sit in the hips and let the spine be relaxed. You're still neutral. Long through the crown of the head. Think of pressing your right knee away as you press your right ankle into your left thigh. Let's switch. Hip flexor stretch on the right thigh, right hip. Extend the right leg, flex the foot, pull the right knee in. Maybe circle through the ankles, round of breath, big inhale. Exhale. Figure 4 stretch, opposite side, flex the feet, find that active resistance in the hips, the glutes, left knee reaches away from you, find some resistance through the ankle and the right knee. And then we're just gonna rock up. Okay, so you'll be seated, knees bent, hands behind your thighs. And I just want you to almost pull the thighs towards you and lift your chest. Okay, be mindful you don't arch the back here. You're still neutral, ribs stacked over your hips, sitting right on top of your sit bones. Take an inhale. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone and you're gonna roll down till your arms are straight. Inhale at the bottom. Now as you exhale, deepen this connection there in the abdominals and roll back up. Inhale, sit tall, let the feet be light. Exhale, down. Blow the air out. Inhale, exhale. Okay, one more with hands behind the thighs, roll down and roll up. Okay, option here, hands come out in front of you. You're gonna roll down and pause. All right, so from here, take an inhale into the back of your body. Exhale, flatten the abdominals. Lift your right leg to tabletop. Set it down, inhale. Knit the ribs, exhale, lift the left. Scoop out the belly. Inhale, set it down. Reach through the pinky edge of your hands, go to the right. Set it down, inhale. Exhale, low abdominals, engage to lift the left leg. Try to let the left hip flexors be soft. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Lift the right. Inhale. Lift the left. Inhale at the bottom, roll back up, sit tall, butterfly stretch, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Okay, hold on to the toes, the ankles, the shins, give yourself a little pull. Okay, come back up, same position, knees bent, arms out in front. Okay, inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll down. Here you're gonna bend your right elbow down like you're doing a row, twist back. Keep this position, the C curve, reach the right arm back up. So it's just a twist. Inhale, center. exhale. Inhale. Try to press your left glute into the mat more as you twist to the right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come to center, hold. Go to the left, exhale, twist. Inhale, deepen the scoop, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, ex. 3 more. 2, even pressure on the feet. 1. Come back to center, hold. Slowly straighten your legs. Take an inhale, roll up and forward fold at the top. Come back up, 1 more. Knees bent, feet flat, arms out in front, roll down. This time as you inhale, reach both arms out to the side, and then exhale, close. As you inhale, shoulder blades come together, ribs expand towards the side, and then exhale, pull the ribs together, shoulder blades pull apart on the back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, low abdominals connect, exhale, corset the waist. In, ex. Inhale, exhale. Do 3 more. Open, close. 1 more. Straighten your legs as you inhale. Exhale, roll up and forward fold at the top. Okay, separate your legs about a little wider than hip width, maybe mat distance. Flex your toes, your ankles, pull your toes towards your knees. Reach your arms out in front of you. Okay, you're gonna twist to the right. Your hips are staying squared. Then you're gonna roll yourself down. Left hand outside of right toes. Do your pulse, pulse. Come through center, switch. Exhale, exhale, restack the spine, twist. Go to the right, pulse, pulse. Go through center, twist, pulse, pulse. 1 more each side. To the right, reach, reach. Through center, to the left, reach, reach. Come back through center. Okay, take both hands down and then inch your hands out. Feel a stretch across the front of the chest. Keep your right palm onto the floor. Reach your left arm up and over. Bend your right elbow and find just this side lateral stretch. You can press the floor away with the right hand. Find length through the left side body. Inhale and exhale. Come up and switch. Left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale and exhale. Come all the way up. Cross your feet, meet how we started, lying on your stomach. Okay, just take a round of breath, just like we started. Notice any difference from then till now. Right, maybe a little longer. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now for your swan, place your hands, your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Okay, reach out through the tips of your toes. And then press your pubic bone into the mat. Make sure you're not arching your low back and sticking your butt up. Okay, try to get your elbows as close to the mat as you can. Your forearms, back of your arms are long. Neck is in line with your spine. I want you to press your hands down into the mat and then imagine pulling the heels of your hands back towards your elbows. Okay, now you're just gonna lift your spine up a few inches and then lower down. Move with the breath. Inhale as you lift. Expand the ribs. Exhale down. Press the hands down. Lift till your arms can be about 3/4 of the way straight. and then lower down, okay? This causes discomfort in your low back. Move much slower. You're gonna do 4 more, working your range of motion. Maybe you straighten your arms and you lift and then lower down, okay? This is that spinal extension, right? We need to do more of this. Lower down, another one, lift, lower down. Let's do one more. Press the feet down, press the mat away, and lower down. Okay, windshield wiper, side to side. Okay, now we'll do your single leg kick. Come to your forearms. You can interlace your hands or you can just make fist with your hands. Okay, now almost think of pulling your ribs away from the mat to keep the spine long, but then shoulders down and out through the crown of the head. I want you to point your feet and just let them hover over the mat. I want your glutes to be active. Think of pulling belly button away from the fabric of your shirt. Take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're gonna kick your right heel towards your glute 2 times. Pulse, pulse, re-extend your right leg. Switch, pulse, pulse, extend your left. Pulse, pulse with the right, re-extend. Pulse, pulse with the left, re-extend. Keep going. Okay, all about the glutes, the hamstrings, and the abdominals. Right, no movement of the low back, of the hips. They stay stable and squared. Okay, imagine pulling your elbows back towards you. Activate the sides and the mid-back. 2. One more round to the right, to the left, and rest. Sit back to a child's pose. Okay, and then meet in a plank position. Okay, reach out through your heels, out through the crown of your head, little tuck of your tailbone, shoulder blades wide on the back. Hold, big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, now let's just roll through planks and down dog. Lift the heels, articulate forward, hold. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, pike back into your down dog. One more time, articulate forward, let it feel good. Exhale, back. Okay, now let's walk your feet towards your hands. Little bend in your knees. You're gonna interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your knuckles towards the ceiling. Let the head be heavy. Okay. Open up the front of the chest. Open up the back of the legs. Release the neck, the jaw. Hands down. Bend your knees. Spread the mat with your feet. Let the back of the legs spread. Bend your knees and articulate up bone by bone. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, lower your arms down, stand tall. Okay.